world semi-finalist Jiahui against 7 times world champion Ronnie O'Sullivan.
It's been fascinating to watch Jiahui this season. What he achieved. The Crucible, he was playing so brilliantly. Of course, he lost to Luca. But the snooker he played at semi-final early stages was just mesmerising. Yesterday we saw Ronnie O'Sullivan gave a bit of a lesson in how to play the game to another terrific player, Jackson Page.
O'Sullivan, his long game yesterday was one of the features of his performance.
It really was. I mean, it was absolutely at the top draw. So today is a different day. Just need to push it onto the red a little bit, get it the thick side.
The World Championship in qualifying, he beat Tom Ford and then Jordan Brown. That was just to get to the Crucible. Then the match with Murphy. Murphy played well in that match, but C won it in a decider.
6.
Then he defeated Rob Milkins. Then Anthony McGill in another decider over 25 frames. The nerve he showed at the sharp end of those matches was so impressive, and then it looked for all the world as though he was going to the final before Luke Russell's extraordinary comeback from 9 behind in the semis.
$40. $50.
Yeah, we know the talent is there because we've seen it firsthand. Now we've got to take it to the next step. I think this stand of his, he's got to try and win something. Plenty of Chinese representation still in this event.
90.
Half a dozen players still involved last night.
$20.
It's not a bad shot. He's a little bit low, but not too bad. This black, he's played the last shot pretty well.
$27. $20. $30. $30.
Well, he's nicely in behind a couple of reds here.
39.
The other thing about this match, which is nice, it's a generational clash, isn't it? The young talent emerging through. And we've been waiting for something in different parts of the world for quite some time now.
It was his cool demeanour throughout the championship in Sheffield that was so impressive.
A bit straight here, just a slight angle. Punch it through. Okay. Red to bottom of the 4 is available.
50.
I think the word phased is something that is often associated with players up against O'Sullivan. Young players are often a little in awe of him. Something that's gone on for years. Go back to the days of Ray Reardon. Players were a little bit in awe of him, and then of course the same to Steve Davis, Stephen Hendry. A lot of them are beat before they start. I'm not saying that'll be the case here, I'm sure it won't be. Nice shot.
62.
Well controlled on this quick table. And this will be
69.
We'll start to see Jiahui. And he's taken them in the minimum fuss.
Just caught it too thick, and it's cost him the frame.
Until see what he does to it.
17.
He moves that cue ball back, hitting it the minimum of pace, really. Just strokes the balls in and they just fly. Gets great reaction.
85.
That is a sign of a class player, the timing with his little screw shots.
86.
Very nice.
'93. 94.
And there's the century. What a start from the 21-year-old.
101.
That's a sparkling start from Jiahui in his first ever meeting with Ronnie O'Sullivan. He makes a century for 1-0.
Another crunching pot. He thinks the pink will sneak past. Red looks quite close to it. He's got to hit the pink first, not at the same time.
Jiahui 1.
The fact they missed it thick doesn't really tell us the answer as to whether it went.
One.
And he's missed the black off its spot. Well, this is a very different
Ronnie
O'Sullivan
O'Sullivan.
early in round 3 than we saw yesterday.
He was trying to move the red away from the black spot. His concentration was divided, but that's not stopped him for the last 30 years, knocking those in. Playing the cannons, that was a lapse in concentration, for sure.
One.
That little nudge was unfavourable. Don't know
8.
what he's on now. There's a little gap through to a red. Whether we can put it to the middle.
Jiahui 8.
O'Sullivan at the moment, not quite clicking into gear. This is his first ranking tournament appearance this season. Didn't enter the Championship League, the European Masters or the British Open.
One. Eight. 9.
Those lovely little
16.
deft cannons, isn't he? Jiahui. There's another one.
7. 20. 25. 32.
Yeah, he wanted a thinner contact on that red.
33.
He didn't want to push it over the black.
Yellow.
And also, he's not on the colour either, so it's gone wrong. think he felt that he had to try and keep the break alive there.
Jiahui, 30.
Well, he's been lucky. I don't know if the top red of the 5 is potable to the left corner, but O'Sullivan might be forced into going for it. He's getting a bit of luck in stopping O'Sullivan from getting an in. Be patient with this game sometimes. Be the shot to keep the break going with good cueing. I think the brown is the shot, providing he's got a shot to get from brown to red. Decided that the more difficult blue was the option.
Six.
To get into the 4 reds, or the red by the black at least. Into the 4 reds. If he's unlucky, he may be able to cut the thin one in to the left corner.
Overcut it now. This is a chance to get right back into this frame. There's nothing safe.
So.
I think the O'Sullivan yesterday would have definitely cleared up because he barely missed anything.
8. 15. 16. 20. 24. 31. 32.
So it's a question of getting on yellow at an angle that isn't absolutely dead straight, I would say. Maybe a left-handed shot from yellow to green is how he's thinking of the plan to clear up.
So 13. 42. 46.
All credit to O'Sullivan because Jiahui has done all the playing for these first 2 frames except for the last couple of minutes.
51. 57.
Yes, Ronnie O'Sullivan springs to life to steal frame 2. That will sting for Jiahui. He was on the cusp of leading 2-0, overcut a red, and it's 1 each. He's only at 77% with his pot success. O'Sullivan yesterday he was at 97%.
One. Three. Four.
Lot of snooker ahead of him, and that was a terrific shot to pot the black and open the reds as he has done.
Yeah, he's a very aggressive player, isn't he? That last shot, he really went for it, opened everything up.
Was.
Not a favourable kiss on the blue. He didn't mean to hit the blue anyway.
Eighteen. Nice. 25.
Well, he looks disappointed, but I'm sure he played on the pink. Maybe a slight angle on the other side he wanted. Because he wants to get on the two reds to the right of the pink spot, and he's not quite on them. I suppose a low angle on the pink, he could have stunned in behind them.
Thirties. Thirty-eight. Thirteen.
Cue ball just gone astray a few times in this break. And when the cue ball goes astray, in the end, something has to give. What has he left? Maybe a one red into the left corner, the top red might be available.
One.
I think Jiahui will be heartened to know that there's no angle on the blue to come down for the reds for O'Sullivan. If he'd got topside, he could have really moved those reds into a better position. There he's playing on one.
Five.
Not quite. He was very precise shot needed there.
Neil Sullivan. Oh. Jiahui.
I don't think that will make a huge difference in off in the grand scheme of things in this frame. As to who gets in next.
that's a good red.
One.
And that might be the key shot in this frame.
Indeed. It's a real chance to close out the frame. He wants no repeat of frame 2 and how it ended up.
Six. 7.
Well, immediately very disappointed to finish there. It's a bad angle. The keeper's not necessarily landing on the black from it.
40.
They would be more than disappointed, as you can see, with his last shot.
Jiahui 50.
Well, it is now. That's fantastic. Well, he's redeemed himself there somewhat.
So to respond immediately, courtesy of this humdinger of a red right in the centre, is good news for him.
Jiahui.
Ronnie O'Sullivan concedes. So Jiahui is back in front of the 7 times world champion and halfway to a famous victory. So he became the first qualifier to make the semi-finals of the World Championship on debut since Andy Hicks back in 1995, and the youngest since O'Sullivan did so in 96.
Can't see a route back to bowl here. There's a thin safety shot to the left side. Very hard shot to play. Because the side, if you play it slowly, takes, and he hit it on the thick side. As you saw, the cue didn't go anywhere. Never mind back to bulk.
1.
O'Sullivan's pot success is still only 79%. A chance to improve it here.
8. 9. 16. 17. 24.
You know that his general form
25.
looks to be good, not only in Shanghai,
24.
but in the first couple of rounds here, yesterday especially.
He was telling Alan after his victory over Page yesterday that he's taken to practicing for longer for this tournament, but less often.
30.
So rather than do a couple of hours, he's doing longer, but then having a couple of days off, he feels is working for him.
That is a stunning long pot. That really is fantastic. I can't think you could see a ball struck better.
8.
Well, what a chance this is now off that superb opener to evaporate O'Sullivan's modest lead.
15. 16.
That was a nice cannon because he had to hit it full on to land from the bottom red. It was not just a little nudge, it was a full ball cannon.
24. 30. 32. 39.
It's a very tricky shot to the middle.
Jiahui 39.
Nothing nice about being left that shot. So he squandered the chance to get that 2-frame advantage for sure there, and he knows it. Positionally, he had made an error, he never recovered. In the back of his mind, he senses, I think, that this frame could go against him still. There's nothing in it on the board. He had that one opportunity to put this frame away. Sullivan, if this goes in, will go a strong favourite to level the match. I'm not sure about the cue ball side of it. That was pretty ill-directed. No, that's not a good shot either. So, mixed bag from O'Sullivan today. The clearance he made to win frame 2 was good. But all around it, he's made errors.
The expression tells the story.
Well, he's got a good strike rate on these, but goodness, it's a difficult shot. Can't keep potting long balls. This could be even worse if it goes in off. That was a mistake, and like I say, his strength can be his weakness. His long game is excellent, but he can't pot everything at distance. Game's not that easy. Sullivan is faced with a difficult one himself. He'd love to pot this one. This would get him out of a bit of a hole that he's in.
That was a pure strike from O'Sullivan.
Well, that is more like it, and it's opened the door for him in this frame.
Nine. $14. 15. 20. 21.
So this goes in, we'll have arrived at 2-8, but I don't quite know how we've done it because it's been all Jiahui over O'Sullivan.
20.
But I guess it's not how you start frames, it's how you finish them.
31. 35. 40. 46.
53 clearance from Ronnie O'Sullivan to level the match. All to play for here in Brentwood. It's 2 frames all. The winner of this to play Zhang Anda tonight.
It's not the worst safety shot you've seen, but he has pushed the red close to the pocket, which O'Sullivan will be interested in.
O'Sullivan's still not quite there with his game. Just overcut it, playing with a bit of drag.
It wasn't an easy plant, was it? Because it wasn't exactly hanging over the pocket. He had to hit the edge of it. So it looked worse than it was. And whether O'Sullivan will take a gamble here and just plough into the bunch of reds from this. But there was no obvious colour. I understand why he didn't play with an element of control instead. Well, he's a master break builder, but the black is totally out of play at this stage.
Four. Five.
Looking to take the lead in this match for the first time.
Nine. 10. $15. $60. $20.
What a surprise. He was reaching over for it, but I never expected him to miss the pot as a consequence. The question is, what is the damage? It's not necessarily going to cost him that much. That enough.
Another chance for seat.
Well, that has gone wrong also. He needed to get a bit more bite into the cue ball. It's travelling across the angle of the black and not so much in behind it. Difficult now, goodness me. Horrible shot. He's done well there, and he's pushed the other red out of harm's way also. The black may not be available.
Nine.
Very easy cue action for little screw shots. Minimum of effort. Maximum backspin. A great asset to have, that you can do things with ease. He's just got a top side of the blue. A little too straight for comfort though, perhaps.
Seven.
I wonder if he's got a possibility of just nudging the red out by the black here. Well, he kind of has. He might have played it differently. He'd have caught the top of the red half ball. He might have actually moved the red and the black not moved very far. Now he's coming away from the reds a bit, imparting this black.
Twenty.
He's getting further out of position all the time, and now the black to keep the break alive. Incredibly difficult with no obvious red after it. Very well struck. Things not getting hugely easier. He's got a shot at this red, maybe with awkward cueing. So left-handed over a ball. What a shot. What a shot. He's quite something, isn't he, as a player? Cue ball control, though, in this break has been almost non-existent, and now something eventually had to give. Very curious break, but he tried his best to keep it alive.
So 14 points between them in C's favour, still possible 67 available. This has been a curious frame, hasn't it?
It certainly has, and it's potentially a pivotal one. It's the strangest 2-2 scoreline I've seen, really, because C, as I mentioned earlier, has been making all the running in this match. Might still be okay with the red up by the pink. Yes, he wanted to be a bit straighter than this. Can he hold for the red, or does he have to nudge it now? He can just hold. Now he just reach the black. So 10 in front.
21.
He will be pleased to know that yellow and green is all he needs. Might concentrate his mind.
30.
There goes frame ball.
37. Forty-two.
Jiahui has missed 1 or 2 chances and has now got to win the last 2 frames to deny the 7 times champion a place in round 4. O'Sullivan 3-2 to the good. So even though Jiahui has arguably been the better player, O'Sullivan's been that little bit better when it's mattered in the 3 frames he's won. That's why he's on the cusp. But
and 1 or 2 of the long pots he initially was knocking in have started to stay up. again, a little short of pace. Yes, he's got the shot at the red and he'll nudge into the black and the red next to it.
7.
Playing it nicely. I do feel that the O'Sullivan factor has kicked in with Jiahui. So many young players have fallen foul of. They're a little bit in awe of him, and they don't play their natural
22.
game. If Ronnie O'Sullivan had been somebody else playing like this, he may have
23.
already won the match, see? Because the first 4 frames you could have all won on them all. Bottom line is he didn't, and now O'Sullivan sees the winning line in the distance, edging closer.
31.
Had a beautiful shot there. That secondary little bite on the cue ball has landed him on the reds. It's opened them up beautifully.
39. 45. 46. 51.
And a mixed bag from O'Sullivan in the 3 matches.
52.
Comfortably beating Andrew Paget.
59.
Tennis elbow playing him up.
60.
He was in pain yesterday against Jackson Page. Played absolutely beautifully. Long game, short game, everything was
67.
working, all boxes
59.
ticked, and today, a bit hit or miss. But either way, he's finding a way of getting it done.
$75.
The crowd enjoyed that one. The local favourite was delivery.
What a shot. This is tough as well.
Ronnie O'Sullivan raised his game when he needed to get the job done today and moves into the round of 16 of the English Open. The 2017 champion of this tournament marches on in Brentwood.